call this meeting to order. This is a regular board meeting, February 28th, 2022, at 6 p.m. Can I get a roll call?
Mr. Sterling?
Here.
Mr. Thompson?
Here.
Mrs. Ranieri? Here. Mr. Smith?
Here.
Jay Brogan? Here.
All right, I'm going to turn this over to Mr. Renicky.
All right, thank you for having us. We really appreciate it. Tonight we have some 4th through 6th grade students from Rockcut, kind of spanning all of our classes. So we'll get started with the pledge. If you guys want to come stand up, please, right in the center. Parents, if you want to get any pictures or videos, this is a good time to do so. Board members and administration, if you'd like, I put a copy of the pledge in front of you so that we all have the words to the Spanish version. All right, just face the flag. Right there, Shaden. There you go, buddy. The flag's right here, buddy. Yep. All right, we're ready? 1, 2, 3.
Prometo lealtad a la bandera de los Estados Unidos de América y a la república que representa una nación bajo Dios, indivisible, con justicia para todos.
And now the English version.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And proceed with our daily creed.
I am proud to be a student at Rockcut School. I am safe, I'm respectful, I'm responsible. Rockcut is a better place because I'm here today. I am a ranger.
And Rockcut is a better place because of you. Well, thank you very much. Well done. Okay, Janice, so get your picture real quick. Find your family member and get your picture.
Just all want to stand together?
I suppose we could. There you go. Good job, Shane. All right. Great job, guys. Thank you very much. The videos were really good. So let's see.
Let me do one thing and then I'll bring that back in.
Yeah, it was a little more.
There you go.
Thank you. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to move this up. Can I get a motion to appoint Joe Brogan, Secretary Pro Tem?
Motion.
Second? Second. Do we do all those in favor?
No, it has to be.
Roll call? Okay. Mr. Thompson?
Aye.
Mrs. Ranieri? Aye. Mr. Smith? Yes. Jay Brogan? Aye. Mr. Sterling?
Aye. It'd be really weird to just sit. So. All right. And then while we're doing this, I need to do another roll call of Ed.
Pam Cook, Secretary.
Terrell Yarbrough, Superintendent.
Shelley Wagner, Human Resources.
Josh Rand, Business Operations.
All right, thank you guys. Now, moving on to approval of the agenda. Make a motion.
Motion.
Second.
Mrs. Ranieri? Aye. Mr. Smith? Yes. Jay Brogan? Aye. Mr. Sterling?
Aye.
Mr. Thompson?
Aye.
Turn this over to Dr.
All
York.
right, thank you. I cannot outdo that pledge, though. That was good. All right, so the mission of the Harlem Consolidated School District as a vital part of the community is to help diverse learners realize their unlimited potential by providing an educational program dedicated to academic excellence and the development of strong character in a safe and respectful learning environment.
Thank you, sir. All right. Moving on to number 6, approval of board meeting minutes, regular and closed minutes of February 15th, 2022. Any objections to the minutes? Any additions? All right. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Mrs. Ranieri?
Aye.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Jay Brogan? Aye. Mr. Sterling?
Aye.
Mr. Thompson?
Aye.
Moving on, awards and recognitions. Jason Bloom. Oh, he just stepped out. Okay.
We got
He was
some, we got
right
something.
No, I know, but I saw one right there, so I didn't know if he was doing something.
I don't. I think he's coming.
Okay, thank you.
We'll see if he wants to say something real quick. Did you have anything?
Nope, they're all coming next week, actually, so we're gonna have a bunch
All right.
next Monday.
All right, too easy. I just saw one, I just wanted to make sure. All right, are there any comments from the community? Okay. And now we're moving over to Josh Rand, approval of the bills.
There are no bills today, they'll be next week, so.
Moving along. Communications and committee reports. Hi, I'm Michael Sterling, school board president. Just one, I want to say that my thoughts and prayers are with the people of Ukraine. That's really unfortunate what's happening in their country. And I'm glad that we are here where we are because we don't have to do that. So, moving forward, I had the pleasure of actually seeing my wife's cousin on TV last night, or yesterday afternoon, Caleb Verstrady. There was one of the first televised girls bowling for Nebraska, which they won their tournament. And it was nice to see. And going all the way from where she was from here to the kids at Rock Cut. I mean, you see the path going forward, and the future can be bright, especially on many different avenues. That'll end my report. So the next regular board meeting will be March 7th, 2022 at 6 p.m. And then we're gonna have the,
You wanted to discuss that?
yes, discussion of the superintendent evaluation tool with consensus. Does everybody have the evaluation tool in front of them? So we've never had one while I've been here that we've actually used. I was just trying to get something that we could, start with. So just trying to lay the groundwork with something that'll help us go through those items and be able to go forward. Thoughts?
I like that.
Yeah,
Something to follow,
Yeah.
but yeah.
And that's what I like about it.
Yeah.
For me, it provides a template, provides a flow chart for not only you to hold me accountable though, but for us to collaborate as well. Especially when I look at number 3, resources allocated to support district goals, things like that. I mean, I think each step provides an opportunity, for us to have some dialogue. So I like it.
Well, I like it, it's kind of like a roadmap going forward, so you see that you and I don't have to try to combine it all into one little thing, but break it apart into different pieces as we go along through the year.
Mhm.
So we're at January, February, has Dr. Yarborough completed the self-evaluation and work in progress?
I
towards
have
goals?
that ready to turn in for you guys, so you're gonna talk about it next week in closed session. So Chris is going to email it out to everyone, for you to look over for next week.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to have, this one, we were talking about canceling this meeting, but I wanted to have this meeting so that he was finishing this up, and then we're also having something like this to go forward into our other meetings.
And the goals are gonna be the goals that were articulated on at the beginning of
Yes, sir.
whenever that was, July?
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
With this contract?
Yep.
Looks like there's artifacts, I like artifacts.
Yep.
And that's the thing, and two, obviously, like Mr. Sterling said, we haven't done this before, so a lot of it is a work in progress as well, of even building think we'll get to a point where we're like, okay, here it is.
I like benchmarks, so. All right, anything else, any comments that you guys have for it, or concerns, questions?
No red flags. Lots of blue stars. No red flags.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep this so that we'll see this again in May.
There's actually, yeah, so there should be, we're gonna be starting one in March that we do, that falls into May.
Okay,
So you'll be seeing that on the next, what's the meeting after this one? Not the March 4th one, but the next one in March.
So you
March
got,
7th?
you got March 7th, and then you got the, is that the 28th?
I believe so.
I think it's the 21st.
I believe it's like the
21st.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
wife, it's my
21st.
wife's birthday, I knew there's a reason. But that'll be the one that we have something that we do, that goes into the next meeting. So, yeah, you'll have our own things that we're gonna be bringing into that one.
Where's this particular document living and all associated documents going to live?
That would
That's a
be,
good question. I can have a conversation with Chris on
Okay.
where she can put it for easy access for everybody.
I think just, yeah, as long as we've got that place where it can live, we can see it, and, you know, if
Oh.
it works out well enough and it goes forward, it can be utilized even when we're not on the board.
I like that. All right,
I wouldn't mind having that in the drive, in the Google Drive.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's currently a publisher, so we'll have to switch it to like PDF.
Yeah, I mean, it should be in some accessible format outside of publisher,
I'll
so
make a note.
print to PDF even.
Okay.
thank you. Okay. Joe Brogan.
Recommendation to change the next policy committee from April 18th, 2022 to Wednesday, April 20th, 2022 at 6 PM due to the Monday holiday. That is the first one. Second, I want to say thank you to Rock Cut students and Mr. Renicky. They did a great job. Thank you for the card too. Able to follow along in the Spanish version as well. That is all I have.
That one's not here, so moving on.
Do you wanna-
Yeah,
Oh.
the next Equity and Social Justice meeting will be March 24th, 2022 at 6 PM, but Sharon asked about moving that to
Yeah, I'm
4:30.
thinking about bringing it up, seeing if it was gonna work for everyone to try to move it to 4:30. But we're gonna be talking about it next week, or,
Yeah, we could, so,
Yeah.
and then also too, because March 24th is the Kids Walkie
oh,
Day,
yeah.
Yeah,
we're moving, the recommendation to move it, our next meeting to April 7th
Okay.
is what we want to do.
April 7th at 4:30.
April 7th at 4:30.
All right, and then we'll just vote on it next week, or the 4th?
Have a discussion on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you. All right, 4:30 PM, April 7th, cool, all right. Kurt Thompson.
Sure. I'm going to continue to echo how great it was to have the students in here. Thanks to Reineke for being able to bring those in. It's great to hear the students. So that was great. Also, yeah, our hearts go out to Ukraine. I have so many of my employees that are over there, thankfully all safe, so I'm quite close to it. So yeah, hopefully everything works out well. I'm sure we've got students from Ukraine in the district as well, so hopefully everyone stays safe and we get through this. Other than that, on a much happier note, the next Business Services Committee meeting, March 2nd, 2022 at 6 PM right here. They are always a blast. You haven't been when you're missing out. Josh knows how to throw a Business Services meeting. And for that one, that would conclude my report. Thanks, guys.
Thank you to Rock Cut School. Congratulations to your niece. That's neat. But congratulations to all of our bowlers that were
Yeah.
recognized last time, and also all those I saw that are signing with making college commitments. That's always a very good thing. So congratulations to all the Husky pride that we have out there and all the great things that all of the Huskies are doing. Thanks again to all the administrators for working outside of their bounds. And thank you very much to all of the teachers and staff who are, I know there were some changes in the schools and teachers have had to step up and all the staff have had to step up and do things that they're not normally asked to do, and they do it just for the good of the school, for the good of the kids, and for the good of the district. And I just really appreciate that. Every time I hear something like that, it just tickles me. We had a terrific education committee. Was that good, Shelley, or what?
They're always good.
Oh, it was just wonderful. The education committee that we just had, hopefully we'll have a presentation of that next week.
Okay.
If we can get Dr. Erb on there, or maybe Dr. Wagner, maybe it would be just a terrific time to present that good news that we had there at that meeting. And then we will have another meeting on Patriots Day, April 19th, 2022 at 6 o'clock, and everyone is invited.
Thank you so much.
It was good, wasn't it, Mr. Reinke?
I'm not gonna deny it.
Good answer.
Are you good?
Did you
Yeah.
conclude?
Okay. I didn't know if you're still going. Shannon.
Thank you, Mr. Reineke. The kids were great. I love that. And I love seeing the kids in person. So much better.
It is.
And also, we had a productive equity and social justice meeting. So I'm like really excited for it to keep moving forward and moving on and building on. So that's about all I have to report right now.
Thank you so much. Administrative reports. Dr.
All right, so Mickey just, Dr. Herb just had one trip that was emailed to you all for February 25th for Boys State Swimming and Diving Championships. So hopefully that's okay. And that ends Dr. Herb's report.
Thank you. All right. Josh Rand.
All right, I have one item tonight. So first and only item is a recommendation to approve a resolution declaring surplus property at the middle school, Parker Center, the admin center, Marquette, and Maple. Any questions on this?
Nope.
That is it for me.
Thank you so much. Over to Dr. Wagner.
This evening, I have a recommendation to approve the personnel agenda and no addendum. We have 7 employments. I'd like you to note on the 7 employments, Heather Way. We originally had hired her for a 3.25-hour general program assistant and a 4-hour bus assistant. She called today and said she'd like to try the 3.25 hours first and to hold off on her 4-hour bus assistant. So we're recommending her employment for the 3.25 general program assistant only at this time. We have 1 transfer, and for informational purposes only, there are 7 resignations. That ends my recommendation.
Thank you. All right. Turn over to Dr. Yarbrough.
All right, well, thank you, but I have nothing additional to add. I just, again, kind of echo everyone, around the table, specifically Mr. Smith and what he said. This has been a challenging year, to say the least, but our staff, admin team, students, community members, board, I think have done a phenomenal job to get us to this point. And I expect even more greater things as we complete this school year. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you, sir. Moving into the consent agenda. Can I get a motion to approve the, oh, but not yet. Do you need the personal, yeah, the personal. I need a motion to approve the personal agenda with no addendum.
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Jay Brogan? Aye. Mr. Sterling?
Aye.
Mr. Thompson?
Aye.
Mrs. Ranieri?
Aye.
I need a motion and a second to approve student travel requests.
Motion.
Second.
Jay Brogan? Aye. Mr. Sterling?
Aye.
Mr. Thompson?
Aye.
Mrs. Ranieri?
Aye.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
There's no facility request, right?
Mhm.
There is? mess with her. It's on there. Again,
Yeah, she puts
if it's on there, I'm gonna read it. All right, 12D, approve the change to the policy committee meeting date from April 18th, 2022 to April 20th, 2022 at 6 PM.
I see 19th. on
Yeah,
there.
It was- It says
Wait.
20th on the front page.
It's a 20th,
That's
yes.
20th, okay.
19th is a typo, but needs to go to the 20th.
Yeah, so
Yeah, you got it, yeah.
with those changes.
Motion.
Second.
Okay. Mr. Sterling?
Aye.
Mr. Thompson?
Aye.
Mrs. Ranieri?
Aye.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Jay Brogan? Aye.
Okay. Action items, approved resolution declaring surplus property. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Sterling?
Aye.
Mr. Thompson?
Aye.
Mrs. Ranieri?
Aye.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Jay Brogan? Aye.
Okay. Any announcements and discussions that anybody has that they would like? One thing I can say, or is, it's nothing yet, but is, I have some meetings with some people to discuss trying to get options for schools across the state, not just ours. So look forward to emailing and giving you guys some more information on that. But as
Options for schools like ours, sorry. I need to-
so as of right now in the school code, we go by days, not hours.
Okay.
So just trying to put more options on the tables for not just our school, but other schools. Going to have some people look at just maybe giving us some options. So, say like a normal school day, we do 300 minutes. That's what we're required, or 185 days. I believe that's it. There's, if we do something a little bit different, we can go more minutes in a day to equate the same amount of days that they have on it. So like going to a 4-day work week instead of a 5-day work week, but it's 1 extra hour a day. But you can't do that right now because ISB says you have to do 185 days.
Okay. Is this just a personal thing you're looking into? Has it been requested from anyone else? Do you want to speak to that?
It's been.
I'm just curious.
It's been requested from multiple people across the state. It's
Oh,
just,
okay.
this is giving, it wouldn't be anything that we'd be doing. This is me doing it myself.
Mhm.
Just trying to put, you know.
Reviewing some options on it, yeah.
Yeah, more tools, none that would hold us to anything. It was just, would give us an option.
Sure. I look forward to discussion. Nothing wrong with that.
I guess the only thing that I had is I really appreciate Dr. Yarborough's feedback in regards to the long-range plan committee. So I don't know if that's something that we want to share at some point, when we're going to share that, what's going on, progress. And the other thing that I know that's in progress is that working with that architect, who I can't remember the name, in regards to possible career centers.
Yeah,
So any update on progress on that would be appreciated.
we'll have that at the next meeting.
Oh,
We'll have at least an update on actually where we're, a better timeline.
okay, well, never mind then.
No, but you stating that gets the ball rolling, so just hold the feet to the fire. I like that. Thank you, sir.
Looking forward to the VR walkthrough or whatever was part of that.
Yeah, I'm ready for that too. Anything else? No? All right. So I would like to get a motion and a second to adjourn.
Motion?
Closed session?
Closed session?
Do we have a closed session?
We don't have anything for
Okay.
closed session.
Hearing?
We don't have anything on, it wasn't on the,
What's the,
The step 3 hearing, 2021, 20-22-4.
The one that was emailed?
You shared that with us, Mike.
I did share that with us. But I didn't put it on the, wasn't put on the agenda, so it'll
You
have
have
to.
a closed session on the agenda, and then you have a and then you
And I
have
can, well, I mean, if you guys, I don't have a,
action items after closed session. I assume that was us.
we can,
I mean, I'm fine, I
But
don't.
there's no way to list it. It's like-
if you guys are,
You
appreciate
can't
it.
vote on it, but you could have it, you can hear us.
Yeah, no, we can do
Yeah.
that, we can do that then. If you guys are fine with that and you guys see that on the agenda, then we'll do that. All right, I need a motion and a second to, so what's this gonna be?
So, are we going into closed session?
Yeah, we're gonna go
Yeah,
first,
we're
for which one?
I don't know, which one was it again?
Ms. Krippner, what is it?
What was it again?
It is step 3 grievance 2021-2022-4 payroll deduction for Federation dues.
All right, so that'd be negotiations, so ILCS
Yep.
120-2C.
That'll do it.
That's it.
All right, I just wanna say it right. All right, so can I get a motion and a second?
Motion.
Second.
Hold on, I gotta go get my note again. To go under negotiations 5, ILCS 120-2C2.
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Thompson?
Aye.
Mrs. Ranieri?
Aye.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Jay Brogan? Aye. Mr. Sterling?
Aye. All right, we're now in closed session, or we're gonna, give us just a moment.